Hey, what is up, Yappa fam? Welcome to today's TOTD. Actually, today is not going to be a thought of the day, more so a share of the day, okay? I want to talk to you guys about 02/03/2020. What's coming up this next Monday? It's going to be super off the chain. I promise you. Listen, if you've been, in your walk with God, if you've ever been frustrated at, being nervous to witness, if you ever struggled with certain struggles that you just never, you didn't feel like you should be struggling with, if you've ever been in the place where you heard a message preached about apostolic power, dominion, authority, going back to, the book of Acts and manifesting that here and now, and you always thought to yourself, I want to go back there and bring that into reality now, but you didn't know how to do it, 02/03/2020 is going to be for you. I am so stoked about it. It's ridiculous. And there's an awesome story behind it. So it was about 4 years ago. Me and my older sister were watching our younger siblings, and my dad and my mom were out there, probably on a date or something. And so I remember I was fixing my little sandwich in the kitchen, whatever. I was doing my own deal, and I feel the Spirit of God move in and kind of brushed me. And I'm like, oh, wait a second. No, okay, wait. Whoa, what's going on? And so as I kind of begin to sit back, I'm like, okay, God, where are you going? God, what are you doing? Why am I feeling this? I thought to myself, I'm going to investigate this, right? So I go into my time of prayer, shut the door behind me, and I'm like, okay, I grab a pad and piece of paper, and I go in there, I'm like, okay, God, go ahead. Go ahead, speak to me. Just whatever you want to say, go ahead and speak. And he began to talk with me by the grace of God. And I began to write down, and every time something like that's happened, by the grace of God, the concepts and the ideas, the things that the Lord will gift to me, always they would end up working. They always worked. I'm like, let's. Every time I try to do it myself, it doesn't work. Anyway, but anyway, it's working. Right, and I'm writing it down. I'm like, dude, this is gonna be crazy where Yappa 230 is going, and God began to show me, okay, this is the future of Yappa 230. This is where we're gonna go. This is what's gonna happen. This is how it's gonna be, right? And so I'm super stoked about it. I'm like, yes, this is amazing, super awesome. And I go out and I tell my parents when they come back, and I tell my sister, I'm like, this is what the Lord gave me. I'm super stoked about it. But there was a problem. The problem was this dude right here. Right, I take 100% responsibility. I didn't move when I got it, right? And I'm usually good at moving when I get something from the Holy Ghost, but I didn't, right? And I didn't move on it. And so literally for the past 3 or 4 years, Yappa's been missing something. The platform has been missing something that should have been there 3 or 4 years ago. Now, I would say there's a whole lot of very logical excuses that I could have used or that I can use. I was young back then. I didn't know what I was doing too much. There was a lot that was going on during that season of my life, and personally, it could very well be, that was one of my siblings. It could very well be that it just wasn't time, right? And now is the time. 02/03/2020 is the time for us to release this, but whatever, how I don't know. I don't want to make any excuses. I'm just looking forward in the future. I'm super stoked about it, right? So what's coming this February 3rd, this upcoming Monday, is going to change the game of Yappa 238 for good. Okay, there's a lot of spiritual understandings, and I can't tell it all, right? But it's coming 02/03/2020. So mark your calendars. Because again, if you've ever, felt like you weren't matching up to the level of Christianity that you knew was possible for a apostolic believer or a Christian believer or a Bible-based believer, if you've ever felt like you were short of that, like I have, many times, but if you ever felt short of that, 02/03/2020 is going to be the day for you. Okay, it's going to be the day for you by the grace of God. God is going to do something crazy in the next 30, 60 to 90 days. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous, and the position of what is coming in 02/03/2020 is going to set the stage for to change it could literally change the things that have never been done before. From my understanding, the apostolic movement, is gonna hit the ground 02, 03, 2020. When you guys see it, it's gonna be so, like, all you super dedicated, loyal fire starters, you guys are gonna be like, oh, this is crazy, this is amazing. You guys are gonna jump on board. But that's not really what I'm excited about. 02, 03, 2020, that day is not what I'm super stoked about. It's what is coming, what actually is going to be released that day. And that is literally going to be able to change within the next 2 or 3 years, like change things so massively, so radically. It's almost humbling. It's like you have a grenade, but like, so a grenade blows up as well, knocks anything from like 16 feet diameter, just blows it up, right? But it's almost like having a grenade that doubles as an atomic bomb. You let it go, and the sheer explosion, the impact that thing's gonna have is exponential. It can't even be quantified or measured practically. And that's what's coming, 02, 03, 2020. So stay tuned. Yappa 238 is gonna be here. We're here to stay, and it's just ridiculous what's coming. It's going to literally, I think the first phase, which I'm not gonna show you guys all the phases just yet, but the first phase is going to completely like just change apostolic young people. They're gonna know, like, by the grace of God, they're gonna know if they want Holy Ghost, like old school apostolic stuff, power, dominion, authority, and might, and all that stuff, but with that new age, 21st century, 2020, and beyond, cutting edgeness is gonna be from what's coming 02, 03, 2020, and from Yappa 238. And then we're gonna make another move that's gonna shut down the internet. Mark my words. Okay, seriously, 02, 03, 2020, this Monday, come through. Subscribe here on YouTube. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be ridiculous. So I'll see you guys then. Love you all. And that's it for today. I'll see you guys 02, 03, 2020. Mark your calendars. It's gonna be amazing. It's just gonna change the game by the grace of God. It's like I haven't done something like this since we launched the Yappa 238. And when Yappa launched, it went like this. Pew! It was cool. And then it caught and it grew. Right? This thing's gonna go pew! It may catch, it may, right? But once the fire starters, once you guys start really getting involved in what's coming in 02, 03, 2020, what's coming that day, when you guys really get involved, it's going to be the greatest thing since great things. I'm super stoked about it. I am speaking so highly of it, not because it's something that I did or have done, but it's because something the Holy Ghost gave me, and I'm 100% certain that if God gives you something, it's going to work out, right? And that's where my confidence lies. Like, I've done a lot of things, but no, my confidence is with Jesus. And I'm super stoked about that. So 02, 03, 2020, I'll see you guys then. Love you guys. Whoop, whoop. Stay tuned. It's going to be awesome.